Hello, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.
Yes, hi, my name is Lisa. I'm from J&B Medical. I'm following up on a shipping issue for Terrell Morris.
Tyrell, Edward
Tyrell, is
Morris.
it?
Yeah.
Tyrell, thank you.
For what?
And I've got the account open for him. Can I get you to verify the address?
What address are you looking to confirm? I'm sure that you have different ones on there on account.
Just the address on file for the shipping
For what shipping?
for his order for J&B Medical.
Would that be the address to the insurance, to the
The address
Racine
where the
County?
order goes delivered to. The shipping address.
But from my understanding, you all are not going to be sending out a shipment.
I was asked to work with this. Ma'am, maybe I've got this all wrong. I was asked to give you a call to discuss getting the wrong product. But if I'm wrong, then I'll just hang up and uh, got me. Then you'll get the new product next month.
Oh, okay.
Is that
So
correct?
I
Is
did
that
not. No,
what
it's
you're
not. But you said something
thinking
about.
of?
You said something about zippity doo dah, zippity day. What does that mean?
Oh, I was just singing. I didn't know you had me on. I was just singing,
That doesn't have
singing a
anything to
song.
do with me.
No, I know. I thought I was on hold, so I was humming a song.
Oh, that's a part of your job.
Well, it keeps me happy.
Well, the problem is I'm serious about this, and now you're trying to like imply that I cannot
But
properly
I thought I was on hold, ma'am.
ascertain the
So I was just
conversation.
humming a song.
No,
So
I'm
I
not
was
even talking
waiting.
about that, but I'm talking about like you're almost accusing me of not wanting to handle this, and you're trying to like
Not
detour me.
whatsoever.
Well, then why
I'm
did I
just,
ask you a question and then now
I
you're
asked
saying
to
like, oh, you
verify
would
the
get off the phone?
address.
And I was just very, and I said to you, I replied, that does not mean that I don't want to handle my matters. I don't even know you, what
Yes,
department you're in, you
I'm
know.
in the shipping department, and when we call, the first thing we have to say is, for security purposes, can I get you to verify the address before we can talk to you? I'm asking for the shipping address first. Go ahead with that, please.
No, what? And then I said, what address? I never talked
And
to you
I said the
before. Hold on.
shipping address
And you
where
told
the
me that you
product
were
ships
calling.
to.
You told me that this is sort of like a troubleshooting, problem solving kind of call. And so I was trying to
Well,
inform
it
you.
was sent to me,
What kind
yes.
of call is this? What? Because what are you looking to achieve in this call? Because I'm on
You
topic.
were sent you were sent incorrect product for Tyrell. Is that
It
correct?
was shipped to 1213 Buchanan Street in Racine, Wisconsin, 53402. And
Thank you so much
no,
for that.
I was told that you all sent it because you did not have the previous uh, diapers, and so you decided to keep sending the ones before or whatever, or you just randomly chose to send those without my permission, like you chose a
I see
default
that they're
brand.
Prestos, yes.
But
It
no,
wasn't me
but
personally,
that's
it's
not.
our
I'm not going. You're
company, but
not
go
going to
ahead.
force me. I already said to you, I'm not going to be forced into not being able to adequately answer the questions properly. I'm not going to allow that. I'm going to take each step as it is. And so when I talked to you, I said, well, you're asking about an address, but why? I was already told that you're not sending any. So what is the reason why you need the address?
I don't. And ma'am, I'm sorry to bother you. I'll just end
If
the
you
call
hang up this
and
phone,
leave it as
then
is.
no, it's not. It's not. There's no reason for you. Now, if you want to get off the phone, that's you can. But
I don't.
understand, why do you keep threatening me though? Why do
What
you
would you
keep putting
like
out
me here
threats?
to do,
But why do
ma'am?
you keep pushing out threats then? And
I'm not
offenses?
threatening you at all, ma'am.
No, you may not. I know you're not threatening me, but you are. They are threats, and I
I
revised you. I
I
revised what I
called.
said.
Okay, here's why I called. The person, the people you've been talking to, sent me a shipping issue. I I work in the shipping department and I work with shipping issues. They are telling me that you got the wrong pull on the last order. I can see that you were shipped a replacement item. I can see that they have changed it to a different item. I'm not sure if you were told the original is back in stock, and I could also ship that to you. But I need to know what one you want. And then I can take care of this. We can pick up the incorrect order that you were shipped on the 16th. I could arrange a pickup for that, and then I can ship you the correct product. But my question is, do you want to go back to the original Tranquility that you used to get 10 packages for him for? Or do you want to go with this new item that they've put on here, which is a Sure Care? That's also an option you have.
I've answered those questions.
That's the reason I was calling for.
Okay.
To see how you would like to work with this.
Don't talk about how I want to work with that, because you have been taking away my liberty to even have the conversation and show up for myself. I do not work for you. So I am naturally going to reply in my aptitude as best as I can. Now, what people are you talking about or saying that I have been talking to?
The last customer service person that sent this over to me, her name was Kathy.
Was?
That's all I know. I don't know who she is. I just see that she's the person that you spoke to and sent this shipping issue to me.
So, what call center are you calling out of?
I'm sorry, what?
What call center are you calling out of, and what is your name?
My name is Lisa, and I'm calling from Wixom, Michigan. We are the main warehouse.
Okay, so this is what I have to gain an understanding of. I called you all previously because I changed the pull on because I wanted to have more absorbency.
So that's why you got
What
the Presto then.
I
Is
don't
that
need you
correct?
to. I want to talk. I don't want you to finish my sentences for me. I know exactly what I have to say. And if you are in a hurry, then you don't have to talk to me if that's what you choose. Because if you knew how to
I'm
have
not in
the
a
whole
hurry at all.
conversation on your own, I don't know why you called me. Now, I also wanted to make sure that the item fit and was flexible and appropriate for Tyrell Edward Morris. But I knew that he would need some coverage and some absorbency. And so I asked because I don't know, and I was told that customer service does not have access. You have more of the generic items that you just push off onto people. But if I spoke to a nurse there at J&B Medical, then I can start getting a more of a proper grade, in which I have not received a call back yet. I did call and leave a voicemail, but that's neither here nor there because I don't know what you all have. And it was some previous discrepancies or whatever. And there's lots of space and opportunity to discuss that with the appropriate department. But as I'm talking to you, so you were trying to answer my statement for me, but I would prefer to speak for myself. And I'm saying when I did call, that is how I asked to perhaps to change those. And it was because I was sure that it was going to be a more absorbency than a previous one because how it was described. In fact, apparently not. But the way that they fitting were a more loose in the leg, and not only were they loose in the leg, they gave like a thong like appearance, in which it was inappropriate, especially knowing that there are others who care for my son, um, and it would be better to have a more stable pull on that is going to be reliable and effective, not just something that you all are sending out, knowing that you have better products. So as I was waiting for the nurse, whoever to call, whatever nurse to call, because I've been asking for more than 1 year to talk to a nurse and whatever. So I said you could just send those. Immediately I called. Someone got on the phone. I'm sure all your calls are recorded. And whoever that was told me no. It's out of the question. You weren't going to send anything. A supervisor was going to say the same thing to me. It's a complete waste of time to even discuss it. I was like, you guys should come and pick this up. I mean, I'm sure you can. I mean, this is inappropriate, and he has to have them. And even the ones previously, his school is, I'm telling you now, is doubling up on his pull-ons apparently. So there has to be a better option. So it was an argument and was unsuccessful. No notes were changed in the account. You all did not call to follow up with me. Instead, you just decided to continue to send those items out. You sent the text message to my mother's phone and did not call as I asked you to confirm. If you already know that we did not want those to begin with, why would you send them again? And so I called to ask why. I asked, can you all please send a shipment label? You're not going to keep piling up these boxes of diapers and wasting them and committing fraud, gross misconduct too, by sending out products that cannot be used. And my son is being billed for insurance and still having to spend his money to go and buy diapers. So it's looking like y'all are caring for him and you're not. But he still have to be positioned where you all are making choices about things with his name. It should be about me. My son did not ask you all to do business with him. That's all my responsibility. But instead, you all are choosing not to have the conversation appropriately. So then I was told that you all could, and then you couldn't. I left a voicemail with shipping. It was transferred to someone that did not have it, and she's discriminating against me, and that's the problem. You all aren't gonna keep telling me how I can and cannot talk, so you could just forget that, because I'm telling you right now, you all got a lot of work that you need to be focused on that you're not even doing. You all are refusing to send those wipes. I'm not even going to put them on the order because if I put him on the order, he won't ever get his pull-ons until probably 2027. You all have put us through so many struggles and different things like that, but you have continued to build his insurance. Now, I already answered the question. The Sure Care pull-ons. I already told you all that those are the ones that should be shipped out. However, I was told he is not going to get those this month at all. That I would have to wait for him to get them until next month. The size extra large. Now, I don't know why it's such misinformation. And then I have to go through things because I find that you all are being extremely unethical and inappropriate. And then I have to deal with your discrimination. But yet, for you to call me and then try to like call me abruptly talking about, oh, you did not know it was a specific scheduled call and all this. I heard what you were saying, you know,
I was looking on the account for that.
but it wasn't. What did you mean by that?
I was looking to see if I had missed something about calling at a certain time. There
How?
was nothing on my task that said that.
So you mean to tell
I was
me
just
that you
checking.
have it made up? Your job requires someone to just talk to you all whenever that you call and not be able to make any adjustments to be able to handle the call properly and just talk to you right now and say like basically fuck everything else or not to worry about anything else or to get in. I asked you and you were steady talking to me and I'm like, wait, I have to get in a position to handle this call properly. Can you hold? And you were still trying to force me into a conversation. And that
Okay,
was
so ma'am, what
abrupt.
would you like
No,
me to do here today?
first of all, you can hear what I'm saying, because if you don't want to do your job, why are you working at J&B Medical? You have an expectation, and you're not going to abuse me. And you have been showing a high level of whatever type of abuse that is, and I do not appreciate it. You don't sit there and try to be like desensitize me. I don't appreciate that. And that's what you have been
So
doing
I'm asking you,
to the
ma'am,
fullest.
what would you like me
I'm
to
trying
do?
to talk
Did
to
you want
you.
me to send you a label?
I'm trying to you. First of all, you need to send those other pull-ons, because you gonna send a
Right, and
label,
I can
but
do that,
I'm okay. When?
and
How
I can
soon can
send
they
a
get
label.
here? Yeah, because we don't need to sit there and be piling my mom's house up with unnecessary items.
All right, so you have one box to pick up, correct? Do you want a label to drop it to the FedEx
No, you guys
location,
are
or do
gonna
you want
pick.
a house pickup?
No, you all are gonna come and pick this item up.
Okay, so it's not a label you're asking for, it's just a home pickup.
I don't know
That'll be
what it
on
is. I didn't
Monday.
ask for that. I did not say any particular. No.
Right.
I don't know what you all
Then
have.
it's
And so
gonna,
that's your responsibility to
I'm going
explain
to
the
ship
difference
out.
between the two. What is the difference between the
All
two?
right. The label is when you get the label through your email address and you take it to a FedEx location. But I can definitely just do a house pickup. So I'm going to do a house pickup for the 12 packages that you received the other day. Just on Monday morning, have a box sitting outside. The driver will pick it up sometime during the day. All we ask is that you please make sure that the box is sealed to the best of your ability. The most important thing is that if there are any labels on it, please make sure that the labels have been removed, or take a black magic marker and cross them off real good so that the box does not come back to you. And that will be a pickup on Monday. That will be February, what is that, February 2nd, I think. Let me switch my calendar here. Yes, February 2nd. And then by then you should have the other ones. I'm going to send those out today, and you should have those by the weekend. Okay?
The problem is the box has not been opened. And so
Oh,
that's
good.
not a
Then you
worry
don't even have to worry about that.
about it. But the problem is, so you want all, how would they know what they are and where they're going? If they're gonna pick up this random box, wouldn't it get lost in the
They're going to
cycle?
have the label.
They have a label.
Be instructed to put the label on the box and bring it back to J&B Medical.
Now, can you explain the difference in the pull-ons that he had previously were shipped in the current ones now, please, so I can make sure they're appropriate?
I don't know the difference on them. I don't know the product as well. I work with shipping to do what I'm doing here, picking up, reshipping. They're telling me what to do. I'm just following the direction.
Who
I
is
can
there?
see
What do
that
you
you
mean
have
there?
picked the whoever put the sure care on here. I can see that's what they're asking me to send you, and that's what I am going to send you.
But there has to be someone
I'm
else that had
assuming.
talked to you along the way, because those had all denied me. I was on hold for more than 40 minutes, went to a voicemail. They had totally neglected the cause. So who between them and you have you been talking to, and who put the message through, and what secret or
I
um
Nobody talked
more
to me.
discreet sent you
All
that
I
information?
all I can see is that the order has been changed
Who
for the
changed
sure
it?
care. It sounds like
So since when did you all just
let's see
change? When
here.
did you change the policy about picking up the items or redelivering the items? When have you put that into effect,
Ma'am,
please?
I'm in shipping. I can pretty much decide that. If you're an unhappy customer with what you were getting, which it sounds like the Prestos are not something you like for him, then I have the ability to pick them up, as I'm going to do on Monday, and ship you out a new order.
The shape was off, and but this is not the end of that, because those ones that are going to come sure care, they're still not the ones, the more appropriate ones that can be sent from your nursing staff. You all have way better products that you
Well,
keep away.
the nurses will discuss that. I mean, if you
And
want to
so
hold off until the nurses talk to you, then I can just do the pickup.
I
And then
answered
when
that
the
question,
nurses
but you
talk to
keep
you
doing something here that I don't
and
appreciate.
you,
Why you keep trying to tell me no? Like, why are you trying to like make choices for me? You keep doing
I'm
that.
not,
I
ma'am.
know you're not, but you're
Do you
trying
want
to.
the sure care sent or not?
I already told you yes. I already told you, but I
Then
also
there.
asked you other
All right.
questions, and I
Ma'am,
already
I'm going to
also want.
end this conversation
Oh,
now.
you
I
go
have
right
done
ahead.
my job.
No, you didn't.
I am picking up the Prestos on Monday, and I will reship the SureCare today, and you should have by the weekend.
And the
My
problem, I
job
have
is
some
done
more
here.
questions for the
Thank
shipping
you very
department.
much. All right, thank you.
I didn't say thank
You have
you.
a good day.
I didn't tell you thank you. I have some more questions I have to
I
ask.
told you, what would you like to ask?
Oh, better be. So, as far as you yourself in the shipping department could have changed it if I wanted to go back to a different product, but you just don't know the details of the product. You could just change it in your system.
I can only offer you formulary, it's called, product.
Do,
Any of the CSRs, myself included, can offer formulary products that are on our formulary that are listed to what the insurance pays for. Whether or not a nurse can offer you something more or better, that is between you and the nurse. It is not between any of us.
so how would you? What does that mean? Like, how would you identify your formularity?
We can see it all. We are given a formulary. We have a list of products that we can work with.
Okay, and so do you see like the
There's not a
names?
big list. It's, like 5 or 6 of them
And then so you see
in
the names
each
of those
size.
items, right? You see the names of those items, and they kind of what have like some kind of details or something about them, or like some
Not a
particular.
whole lot, no. It's very limited to what we get told about them.
But you do have like size information or like the brand or like absorbency or something like that.
I can tell you the SureCare that I see on the order right now is the waist size is 48 inches to 66 inches. It's good from 210 to 210 pounds. It's a heavy absorbency, and the description that it tells us is tear away sides, cloth like moisture barrier, blue strands band color, 14 in a bag. That is what I can tell you.
And how many bags are you sending out?
They have put you with 12 bags with 14 in each, which is a
No.
total of 160.
Who did that? Because I'm not.
I'm not sure exactly
Can you
who did
rephrase
it,
that? Can you
but
say that in a different way? Because I didn't really understand what you were saying.
what didn't you understand?
I didn't
What do
agree
I
with
need to
what you
repeat?
said. I just didn't agree with it.
I see that there is a SureCare on your order. They've changed it to that. You are allowed 5 a day in the way of the pull-ons. Let's see, 5 a day, 150 divided by, it has 14 in a bag equals 10.
5 a day. Okay. And you know that I also had told you that that's not
That's an
enough.
assessment. That's an assessment that was done on November 2nd of 2021. So that's quite an old assessment. Once you talk to the nurse, that might change.
I was told that was like the maximum amount that you all were doing at that time.
I really don't know.
But this is a
I don't go
problem.
back to 2021.
No, but that's.
The nurse can talk to you and give you the adequate information you want about how many are allowed and everything else.
Well, the problem
I am
is
not a
too.
nurse. I'm not allowed to go there.
No, but I was just gonna ask you for me just to know what you can do. I said that probably 25% or I would say a good 30% of his time he's using double the amount because he's not being able to be changed as much apparently, so more frequently, and so he's using instead of just for instance if he's using 5, I know that he's using if he's using five, if you all have he's using five, he's literally, I know for a fact he's using um about 11 because
You can
he's
discuss that with the nurse.
so
I
are
can't
you still
discuss
going
that.
to send out the same amount even though he's using more at school? They're doubling them.
I can only send what the assessment is for. The nurse can work with that and change that depending on the insurance. It
Can
will
you
be up to a nurse.
can you
I cannot change it.
can you send me some email, like electronic mail verification of this phone call?
I cannot know.
Do you have a receipt of the call?
I do not know.
Do you have a receipt of the shipment order that'll be sent out that's being placed today?
They
How do I
don't
get a
send.
receipt?
They do not send any kind of shipping label in the box. No.
I said a
You should
receipt, like
probably.
verification, proof, evidence.
No. I'm just knowing that I can send 10 bags out. That is what I'm showing that you're allowed, and that's what I'm sending.
And so it depends on who I'm talking to. You get to use the discretion whether or not you want to resend it or you want to withhold that from me. Is that what you're saying? But you still bill their
I,
insurance.
I'm not. I don't understand what you're saying. You're going into a different size, correct? Because this is the double extra large in the Presto, and right now
No, I'm not.
you're
I'm
asking
not.
for the extra
No, my
large.
my Tyrell Edward Morris is his own self. I do not wear pull-ons.
Okay, so Tyrone is wearing an extra large. You've gone down in size. Is that correct?
I don't know who Tyrone is. So what do you want to know
Or
about
I'm sorry,
Tyrone?
Tyrell. My apologies on
Tyrell
that.
Edward
Tyrell.
Morris. I changed it
So
because the ones that you had previously sent and also those were not suit that were not appropriate size. So he's
okay, so
having some
that's why they've
problems
come
with
down in
those.
size because I do
And
see
so I
the
said
ones
I'm gonna
that they
see
have
these
chosen
and see. I
are
know that
extra
he
large.
can get into an extra large, but I'm gonna see how long he'll be able to until that nurse calls or whatever, so I can get the appropriate ones out. But the two extra large, I don't. They are just the way that those were shaped. They were not even secure where it was showing his butt, in a different ways or whatever, and they were not absorbing as much in that way. So are you sure that you're going to be able to send them out? Because as I asked, like you said that if you have the
I've already
authority.
created the order.
Okay, of course I appreciate that. And you had said like you make the decision or determine whether or not you want to send them out or not. And so but
I I can choose to do that. Yes.
okay.
A regular CSR does not have the ability to do that. That's why they send everything over to the shipping department. We make the decision.
So what
It
is
is
a
a decision that,
CSR?
yes, I can work with.
What is a CSR?
Customer service rep,
Okay, and
the
so
ones you
for
talk to
those to
normally.
no, okay, so I understand and I see what you're saying. So they choose to argue with me and tell me and basically bully me and be inappropriate, and
Ma'am,
knowing
I,
that that
I
was
wouldn't
not their
know.
position, they were supposed to make sure that they gave me the correct information to say that they have to look into it. They're not the one to make the decision. But
I'm
someone
not
else
going to
could.
answer that because I don't know the conversation.
No, well, that's why I'm talking to you so that you can accurately do your job and have an explanation of as to how, because you did mention others that I was talking to. So why did you bring them up anyway then if you didn't want to have the conversation about them?
I don't know what you're asking. I'm sorry.
I didn't ask you anything. You called my phone and I've already had the conversation
All
about
right.
this and it
So,
was
ma'am, I am
neglected.
going to end this call.
And you can stay
I'm
dumb.
going to end it.
You're not
Ma'am,
ending shit. It's
I'm
going to
going to end
continue.
the
You're just
call.
never going to call here again and someone else can handle it that can because you
All right.
choose to fraud your job and not do your
The,
job.
the new product will go
You
out
cannot answer
today.
the
I've
question
created
because
the
apparently
order.
you are
The
doing something
packages
illegal because you
and
don't
the
want to
pickup
stay
will
and
be
have
on
the
Monday.
conversation for some reason.
Ma'am,
I'm
I'm going to
Jasmine
end the
Renee
call. Thank you so much and
Davis.
have a good day.